They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. It put their defense in a really tough spot.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A quick throw here out to Cobb. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. First down, Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off Byron Jones. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Prescott. He sets to fire deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Damontae Kazee. Intended that time for Cooper.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. His first half struggles continue. He has yet to complete a pass. Hard to believe.
It is, because I don't see anything wrong with him physically. Maybe he's a little amped up to begin with. Would have thought he would have settled down by now. I think someone's got to get in his ear, got to be a psychologist a little bit, and get him back on track.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jeff Heath. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Prescott now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Touchdown, Dallas Cowboys. Well, maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Well, now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner?
Well, I think San Francisco wins 35-34. MVP, usually a quarterback. But in this case, we're going to have an upset. Middle linebacker Fred Warner is going to have 13 tackles and an interception return for a touchdown and be the upset MVP winner over Jimmy Garoppolo, because in the Super Bowl, if the quarterback does anything, he wins the award. But this time...
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the block.
And now look at him go. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Prescott to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup, touchdown Cowboys. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Forbath to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And the return here. Will go to the 31-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drop.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The trap, Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Now Forbath for the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking deep for Julio. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe. Down to the 47-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Prescott on first down. Completes it to Jason Witten. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. Look at the big man rumble. The 40, the 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Here's Ryan, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now it's Ryan. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, you and I have made our predictions for Super Bowl 54. Well, coming soon, the official Madden NFL 20 Super Bowl prediction. Something Madden folks do every year is predict how they think the big game is going to play out. And that prediction, with the help, by the way, from Peyton and Eli Manning, is going to be revealed on Thursday, January 30th, 9 Eastern. Go to EA.com/theprediction to check it out. And keep playing Madden to feed the machine and tell us who you think will win as well. Again, it's EA.com/theprediction. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 180. Check, 59. Hey.
Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Prescott finding Witten, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And down inside the 15 he goes.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
To throw again on second down. Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but now it'll be third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Prescott to throw on 4th. And this is incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary.
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Oh, what a move. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, and he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Here we go. 120. You must be getting tired.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Well, one of the big questions in the lead up to Super Bowl 54, the health of Tevin Coleman. We saw him go down fairly early in that NFC Championship game against Green Bay, and you thought, oh boy, that doesn't look good. Separated shoulder, popped back into place, and he wants to give it a go.
And you understand that. I mean, the chance to get to the Super Bowl and play. He's been there once before, but that was with Atlanta. and that was a 28-3 game, that lead that they gave up against New England. He wants to try and get a ring himself, so if at all possible, he will give it a go. Fortunately for San Francisco, he's part of a three-man rotation at tailback that includes Matt Breida, who's a backup, and Raheem Mostert, who has just blazed through the playoffs.
You mentioned that game against New England. Of course, Kyle Shanahan was also with Atlanta. He wants to right that ship, too. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180.
First down.
Who that?
On first down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Coleman. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game too. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
61. Matchbox light.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan sliding out of the pocket. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you can try.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
Here we go.
2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. George Kittle, the all-pro, 85 catches, over 1,000 yards this year. Maybe the most memorable play, that face mask tugging catch in the final minute of the win at New Orleans, Charles.
Yeah.
And he's going to take it in. Run. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Makes the score Niners 10. Falcons.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's third down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Jones. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. This is taken at the 18. A nice little juke. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Garoppolo. And Sanders has got it complete. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You
now...
don't want to.
We know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 46. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the clock.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. It's caught by Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. This is caught. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, and his throw here's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Takes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Rolling to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. On third down, Coleman. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense who ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
Now on second and 13, Garoppolo. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Freeman again. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Another example of just a dominant performance by... And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.